Rasty McGibbon with Sault College coach Bri Shunock. Bri, thanks for coming on 5 Minute Major.
Yeah.
Tell me, a lot of change in the Shunock household in the last 12 months. You really demonstrated celebrating a national championship, to give you a hard time. Tell me for your program, okay, and then we'll talk a little bit about motherhood.
Yeah.
How has the last 12 months with this changed your program?
Exponentially, really. We got home after winning the national championship, and our community, both Sault Ste. Marie as a whole and Sault College, just fully supported us in every way, and it opened the doors to us being more involved in the community at the youth hockey level, which my players love, and just put our name really, at the top of the list for hockey in general in Sault Ste. Marie. We do have a hockey town, but for a female hockey team at this level to win a national championship, it put us on the map, which has been so amazing for the culture of the game as a whole.
Do you feel that when you took this back to Sault Ste. Marie, that it really felt not only as a victory for your school, but it was like a victory for the community?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's opened up so many doors for youth hockey players, and for some of the events that we do with youth teams, we bring the trophy.
Oh, wow.
So we bring the trophy, we let them see it, we have them take photos with it, we have it in our dressing room when we do some meet and greets with the players before our games. They get to see the trophy, see our slushy machine, because that's kind of, the girls also got a slushy machine after winning last year. That was the biggest thing that they wanted.
Wow.
So, those are the two talks of the dressing room when people come in. They want to see the trophy and the slushy machine.
From the exposure, it's not like that you were a team that had never been here. You'd been here, but last year found your stride, had the most success. Mm-hmm. Do you find now that you're having teams want to schedule you that you'd never heard of from before? Do you find young ladies are reaching out to you? I mean, I just had Zoe on. I mean, Barrie is not a bedroom community of Sault Ste. Marie. So, you're attracting girls, and for those people at home don't know, you're attracting people, Barrie's almost GTA now, right?
Yep.
You're attracting girls into Northern Ontario so that they can continue to get their education and play hockey. Mm-hmm. I mean, how awesome is that?
Yeah, and that's why I think it's so great for Sault College and the school community, because we have so many players now. Majority of our roster is not from Sault Ste. Marie, so we are getting players from Northern Ontario, so even more north than Sault Ste. Marie, if people can believe that, as well as the GTA.
Because in the grand scheme of things, for people that know Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, there's kind of like Southern Ontario, there's Mid Ontario, and then there's and then there's Hornpain.
Yeah. And we have two girls from Timmins.
Wow. Okay.
And we actually have a few of our recruits for next year are from North Bay, and some more in the Barrie area, as well as the GTA and Sudbury. So for us, that's been a huge thing for Sault College, and them just recognizing that we have such a successful hockey program that is going to bring students to the school, right? We have amazing programs, and now they're getting to have the education that they've wanted, whether it's like Zoe, her 4-year nursing program, fish and wildlife programs, aviation, some really top programs that we have, while also playing for a championship team.
So when you're recruiting players and you have information sessions with parents, do you ever get the question like, who and what is the ACHA?
You know what? I think that we've done a really good job of promoting the ACHA, because it's the only place for Canadian athletes to play if they're going to college.
Right.
So if they're university bound, that's a different story, but there's only 2 of us in all of Canada, us and Assiniboine, that have that option for players. So they are starting to really recognize it. So I think that we're doing a good job as Canadians in the ACHA to promote it further, which is awesome, because the talent is there, and they're able to stay in Canada, which financially is really important for them as well. well, and they're closer to home too. So it makes it easier for travel. But we also promote them playing at Notre Dame, Michigan State, some really cool arenas that they've never had the opportunity to travel and see.
Right.
So that's been great too. And it is a part of our recruiting tool just to bring up the teams that we compete against.
A year of transition. You win the national championship. 2 months ago, you got a baby at home. I'm going to tell you something. You look miraculously well rested. It's almost. Let me ask you.
It's because I've been here for 4 days.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Does this trip feel like a vacation?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Don't tell my husband.
No, I won't. I won't. He's
right
not
now.
watching this.
Yeah, we can't let him watch this because I've been having great sleep since I've been here. But
what is it like not getting up at 3 a.m.?
It's been quite the transition. But you know what I love the most is that my entire pregnancy has been with our team.
Wow, that's cool.
I went through all of the stages. I had a little boy.
You had a little boy that has 19 big sisters already.
21 big sisters.
21, right.
Maybe about 4 I would trust being his actual babysitter.
Okay, yeah.
But that's okay, right? They're all getting a little bit more.
The other 15 would have him on the slushy machine already.
Yeah, and I don't want to ask what's in the slushy machine in the off season.
No.
But yeah, no, it's been such a great learning experience, not only for me as someone that is a head coach and fully invested in her team, and then having to take a step back at certain times and let my other coaches do what they do best, right? Because we have such a qualified staff that as soon as one person has to step out, nothing changes, right? And that's how we built the program, especially for this year. And it wasn't like the teacher's gone, supply teachers in, and everyone, it's a free-for-all. We have had our eyes on the prize the entire year. This trophy, we want it to be here for this week, and then it's back home with us. So it's been great that our staff have been so amazing, and I owe everything to them for making this transition so easy. And obviously I have to tell my husband's doing a good job being at home right now and taking care of him and working full time, but it's really important for our players to see that as a female role model, your life doesn't have to stop. Right? You have a supportive partner. Your life's not over when you have a baby, and if anything, he's been at the rink and he's been enjoying it, and he sleeps through everything anyways. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there is this year coming back with your name on here? Mm-hmm. You're feeling more pressure by other people to get it not on the other side?
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I think that all of our staff, all of our players, we've had a monkey on our back, not only last season because we came in undefeated, but this year, only losing one game and being the reigning champions, it's a lot. It's a big pill to swallow, and it gives you a lot of added pressure, but the team has had that all this season. Right, so we came in knowing that this is how it was going to be. The refs don't always go your way. That's life. Injuries happen, bad bounces, so you just have to go with it and know that the next shift it can be different.
2 last questions for you. Mm-hmm. First of all, tell me who some of the pivotal people are there at Sault College, financially, emotionally, academically, that provide the level of support that you need to be successful, and then shout out to your son and husband before we go.
So you're telling me I have to give them a shout out?
Well, I think hey, you know what? If you're sleeping all night, you need to give them a shout out. Yeah.
You know what? I say this in every recruitment call. I say it to our players all the time that our athletic department, they are fully supportive of the women's hockey team. We are, they just support us in every way. Financially, like you said, any issues we have academically, they are there to help us and take care of those things. They want to reduce any stress they can from our athletes and from our staff too.
Sure.
And it has been a game changer. And that's coming from someone that played youth sports. So I've played at the collegiate level. A lot of my staff has as well. And they see how much support we have and what a big change it is for them. them. And that comes from higher up too, right? So when you have a president and a vice president that see the vision of athletics at a junior college and how important it is for the entire student body, having their support and being able to run our program the way that we do and have that financial support is everything, because we really wouldn't be here if we didn't have all of that.
No, absolutely not. Okay, shout out, and we'll let you do what you do best.
Yes, I hope you guys are having a nap right now, maybe, but my husband is hopefully doing some work and Cohen's down for a nap. But thank you for letting me take the week off.
This is Bri Shunock, Women's Division II, defending national champion from Sault College.